Hello, everyone. Welcome to Polly's Pretties. This is our Wednesday evening live. It is 7 p.m. EST, and this is August 9th. Before we begin, I'd like to say a special message to someone out there. Happy birthday to my dear husband, Chris. Today he turns a lovely 20 years old. No, I'm kidding. He's not that young. But it is his birthday today. So, with that being said, let me go ahead, get over here, and type my welcomes in, and we'll jump right into what we're doing. All right, there's our welcomes. All right, so tonight we're going to do a technique on cards called ink swashing or swishing or something like that. But before we do that, I want to finish this one little image because I'm going to be, like I said, making cards. So I'm going to bring it down. Hopefully I won't make you dizzy. I'll get these guys a little more so you can see them here in a minute. But I want to get this guy's hair colored in. And yes, I'm using colored pencils that are mechanical. These are Zebra mechanical colored pencils, and I honestly kind of love them. I think I may have to invest in the full set. So, yeah. This was a starter set that my husband got lucky and found at our local Dollar General last fall, I believe it was. And I have been just going to town with these. I really do enjoy them. All right, so there is our colored images. Both are kind of scarecrows. We're going to have this little scarecrow, and then we're going to have this little scarecrow. And then we've got our card backgrounds, which are these. And I'm going to ink them first, hopefully let them dry, and then hopefully emboss them. We'll see how it goes. So, that being said, I need to grab a piece of paper that it doesn't matter if it gets ruined. Okay, so we're going to do that. And, okay, there it is. All right. I only want to swash the ink or swish it or however they say it on one side of this card. So I'm going to very carefully try to do it like this. All right, so the colors I've picked tonight to work with are dandelion, pumpkin pie, and chocolate brown. So we're going to start from the lightest this time and go down to the darkest. And what you do is you open it up and you just go, psh, and it doesn't matter if it's a good spray or if it's not a so good one, because that's part of the fun of this, to just have fun with it. And here's the next color. And then we're going to come, we're going to get a third color. And then you can always go back and add to it. And then for me, I'm going to go up, get my color up here again. Then I'm going to come in, get that one. And then down at the bottom, I'm going to hold on to my card here and do this one. There you go. So there's our background for card number 1. And I actually like that. I think it's quite pretty. We are going to leave it alone for a little bit, and we're going to bring the other card in. And I'm going to use those same 3 colors of ink. However, there will be a change. So let me get my card in place here. Okay. Now with this one, we're going to go dark, light, and then medium. Why? Just to be different. And this time, I think I want to swipe going this way. So there's our dark. Okay, that one didn't want to come out. Here comes our medium. Then that's our light, excuse me, and then our medium. Like so. And we'll go back to our dark. And our medium. Or excuse me, light. I always get them confused. Anyway, I know what I'm saying, just not necessarily what I'm doing. Okay, so that is all of the ink we're going to need at this point. I'm going to close these up nicely, hopefully, and then put these back away. Now you'll see that they're very different looking on the cards because of the way we striped it, but we're not done yet. All right. we're going to go ahead and do this number here because we can still use part of that paper. We're going to put it over there. Now, the next thing I think I want to do anyway is come up here, move this to maybe there, and then if I can get it, I think I have right there. All right. I think we'll use that on one anyway. I don't want it on both, I don't think. I'm not that sure. Okay. So, I put the wrong, no, I have that right. Okay. So I put the wrong one back, but no, I have it. All right. So these are embossing folders. And I'm going to hope that I can emboss this the way that I think I can. I'm going to hope. So here's what I'm going to do. Okay. We're going to take our card front. We're going to lay the front of the card inside the embossing folder and leave the back out of the embossing folders. And then, when I get this all entangled here, okay. Now I'm going to hope I can do that. I'm not going to make promises because I don't have a brayer. Let me try this, I think. Oh, maybe. Maybe. Okay, so let's try this one first. Didn't give me what I wanted with that one. All right, we're going to have to get the machine. Hold on 1 second. Oh, hello, Tony. How are you, hon? We're doing all right. Miss Rory, will you come and get me the hack and clacky machine? We're going to make cards tonight, and I did ink swatch, like swatching, where you take it across your pages different directions. I'll show you these when I get them out of the folders here, because I also wanted to emboss them. And then I have an image that I've colored to put on the fronts of these. If I can get my lovely assistant.
Now, what machine do you want?
My Sizzix big machine and my plates. Okay.
I'm not even angry at you, and now here she goes to sing be nice when I'm not even angry at you.
Well, she probably just heard you do your sigh thing. And all right, so this is my big machine. Sorry about the up close and personal look at it.
I'm not even angry at her.
Okay. Here we go. I'm thinking I gotta move that plate. Move this guy. If I remember right anyway. No, I have not, honestly. I haven't been able to watch too many videos lately. We've had a plethora of things going on. So unfortunately, no, I haven't seen too many. I'll have to go look. Because I enjoy swapping cards and different things. And my group kind of, for right now, is on a standstill, I guess we'll call it. Oh, gosh. This thing is... I love this thing because it's big and I can do a lot of dies and stuff with it. But I kind of hate this thing because, man, it's big. Ouch, that hurt. Okay. Okay, now let's pull this guy out. Move him aside because I'm sure with my machine that it worked. Now, back through. And then, oh, come on, work. I hate when this thing slides all wonky. Okay. Really, why are you being that way? What is going on there? Why is the All right, so really that's what the problem is? No, that's not what the problem is. What is going on with this? I know this works. Come on now. Stop being that way. To the end of December. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, I'll have to try to get on tomorrow morning before I do anything and look at that, because I'd like to see what that's about. Yeah, pardon my lack of strength, I guess. This thing takes a little bit. I love it. I do, but wow. Okay. Push this one back in there. Those can just go over there. And then, oh, Brownie, you are right in the way, my man. Okay. Whew. Now that that is out of the way, now we can go back to our cards here. So what I wanted to do, and the reason I left this side out, is I didn't want it embossed. I didn't want the entirety of the card embossed. I wanted to have a panel we could write on still. But I did want to emboss where we did our ink swiping. So this one is just dots, and this is by Ellison. It's a Sizzix one. And then the other one, to change it up a bit, I put it through a fall leaves embossing folder. And that one I think I must have got at Joann's. And again, I left the back out of it so it would be able to be wrote on. But with the ink swiping on this one, I wanted the leaves to kind of show up in the different colors. And I think that those will make pretty backgrounds for the images that we're going to put on them. Now, the images I will be fussy cutting. But again, here's the first image that we have. And here is the second image that we have. So I'm thinking I'm going to put this guy on this one and this guy on this one. However, let me get some of this stuff cleaned up here so that I don't have to fight with it and have it down in my way when I'm trying to work. Okay. Oh, don't fall in the box. There. Okay. Now we have that out of the way so I don't have to fight. Yay. I'm getting there. Okay. And I think what I want to do with these guys is pop them up on foam tape. There we are. So I'm going to fussy cut this dude first because he's bigger. Okay, I'll have to go and definitely look then. I've been trying to post every day but Sunday. Some days I have a few videos, some days I only manage to get one out. It depends on the time and what's going on. Because we also have some renovations happening to the place where we live here. So when they're working and renovating, I don't do too many videos because I don't want all the noise in the background of the saws and the pounding and hopefully it'll look a whole lot better when they're done. I know my porch looks better, which I'm happy about. They got it all fixed and the boards are all where they should be and the steps are fixed so they're level, and so it's a whole lot nicer than what it was. And now they're working on my laundry room floor, trying to get it done up. I can't wait until it's completely finished. Okay, this guy is finally cut out. So there he is. Okay. And then let's cut this guy quick, or at least as quick as possible. I don't know why, but I'm already ready for fall. Maybe because of the heat. This heat's been, well, I shouldn't say heat. It's not really the heat that's been necessarily all that bad. It's the humidity that came with it. So I'm definitely ready for fall weather where it's a little bit cooler. You don't have to roast, and you also don't have to have. We just bought pumpkin pie creamer for coffee tonight. They finally had it out, so we got a big old thing of it. I said, boy, pretty soon it's going to be time for me to get my tush in the kitchen and get to baking. So we have our holiday baked goods. I got to get my sweetbreads going and my cookies going, and I don't know. I like fall. I do. I mean, I like winter in essence because of the colors generally and how crisp it looks. But yeah. Okay, now we're going to pop these guys up on some foam tape, like I had mentioned. And I wish I had different scissors to use for this, but I need some of those, I forget what they call them, anti-sticky somethings that are scissors. Okay, there's one. There's one. And okay. There's his foam tape. Now, let's get this little guys. Whoa, if I don't lose him. I'm not a big pumpkin fan, but now and then I do like pumpkin nut bread. I more or less favor the caramel and the apple and the maple, and those are my flavors. Leaning more towards the maple than anything. I really enjoy maple for some reason. Okay, there's that. Let's keep that there for a minute. There for a minute. Okay. Now, ouch, gosh. I don't know whether I want to go that way or the other way. I haven't decided that part, but we can get these guys on. So that's what I think I want to do. Maybe. Come on. I get you started and then you stop. Really? And these are just stamped images that I got in a swap from some friends. And I wanted to use them because I think they're adorable. So here's what we're doing. I'll put this cute little guy here. Excuse me. Come on. There we go. And this cute little guy is going to go right down here with his pumpkin. And I can get all this gunk out of the way. And I'm wondering if I could do that. It might make the cards heavy. Yeah, I think that'll make the cards too heavy. So I won't do that right now. What I'll do instead is, that's what I'll do. Where are they at? Pardon me. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is horrible. Ugh. Okay. I don't know if I still have that in here or not. Holy Moses. Let me see. What is that? It's lizards. I don't think I want lizards. Okay, I've got yellow, light brown, and brown, kind of. What are you? I don't really like that one. So let me see. tell. Somebody was in my drawer the other day. Ugh. Nothing is where it's supposed to be. Okay, let's go this way. I know I have fall stuff in here. So, there we go. All right, we have a teddy bearish looking one and one that's not a teddy bear. If I can't tuck you, I don't want your antlers sticking out. Yeah, your antlers are going to stick out unless I bring you way up. Well, I don't like that. Hello, dear. Not a lot. What is that? Ooh, that's pretty. Okay. I don't know if I want that together.
Pumpkin spice. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin spice.
I figured you'd see that. The minute you came in, you and your love affair with pumpkin spice. One of these days, I'm going to afford to get jealous. One of these days.
Pumpkin spice and hot apple cider and all that stuff. Good shit. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Like I said, dear, one of these days I'll afford to get jealous.
Pumpkin seeds.
That's one thing I've never had is pumpkin seeds, honestly.
Never had them?
I have never had pumpkin seeds, no.
Might have to get a pumpkin and just carve it just for the seeds. Not to believe that. You've never had them.
It just wasn't a big thing where I grew up. We didn't do pumpkin seeds. Which is weird because I grew up kind of in a very country place. My other half loves pumpkin spice anything. If it says pumpkin spice, he either owns it or wants it. Oh, darn. That was kind of cute. Just the wrong thing. I'm looking for another flower to go with the flower I have. Dang it, that was too big. Oh, what about that? That's not pretty. Okay, I'll do that. All right, so I figured out what I'm doing up there. Oh, something fell down at me. I don't know what. Oh, a flower. Okay, I was going to say something fell. I felt it. I have never, and this is going to sound crazy being from West Virginia, but I have never, ever, ever ate a pumpkin seed. I have no idea what they taste like. I don't know how to make them. Nothing like that. We just, where I grew up, we didn't do pumpkin seeds. So I don't know. All right. Now, I want to use this for these. Okay, wait a minute here. How am I? Okay. Nope, that's the top one. Okay, duh. Okay. There. And then on the other one I can use something different. Come on, just the paper. There we are. Now, I think I am going to do it that way. We used to make pumpkin nut bread, and we used to make banana nut, and I make lemon bread, and I make gingerbread. That's not done yet, but that's where it's going so far. And then, let me see, pumpkin, banana, lemon, ginger. I think that's all the breads I make. And I usually make an applesauce cake. And then, of course, a blue plethora of cookies. I have to make chocolate chip and peanut butter every year. If I don't, my family will out me right out the door. Chocolate chip is the hubby and daughter's favorite, and my mother-in-law's. And mine and my son's favorite is peanut butter. But I usually end up making a bunch of other ones. Oh, my favorite dessert. Wow. Now that's hard because I like desserts. Um, hmm. I don't know because I like a lot of desserts. That's my downfall is my desserts. Um, what would I say is my favorite? Maybe I really like cheesecake, so maybe cheesecake because I really do like cheesecake. That's something that we are definitely all yes about right here in this house. We end up getting the cheesecake, and then the next thing you know, it's gone in a flash. Okay, let me come back here to get you. Eek. Okay. Oop. Alrighty. Now, because there's so much color in those guys, I don't know if I add any more. Oh, that's awfully tiny. Maybe I better go big or go home. We love cheesecake in this house. I don't know why. I have no I have no earthly idea why we love cheesecake so much. I really don't. But we do. In this house, cheesecake is just, yes, please. It's not even a question of how big, how much. It's just, yes, please. Yes, fresh baked cookies are, I think, just something that, I won't say everybody loves them because there's probably people that don't. But I think most people love fresh baked cookies. Around here, I can't make fresh baked bread. If I do, look out. The minute fresh I can't talk. Fresh baked, there we go, bread comes out of the oven in this house, forget it. It's gone. See you later. That's about how long you have to get a piece. I made, and this is no joke, a Christmas ago, I made 4 loaves of fresh baked bread. I set them on the counter while I went to start a batch of cookies. I came back after getting my cookies in the oven. Oh, come on, really? And 2 of my loaves of bread were completely gone. Finished, gone, pan empty, thank you. Next loaf. And that's really the way it was. I was like, well, I know one thing. Everybody likes homemade bread around here. Okay, there we go. We're starting this one. I do not know why in the world these bottles are so picky. I'm going to take it out of this bottle and put it in another one, so help me. I'll tell you, there was one year, I kid you not, when I was still the family baker, not just the baker for our house. When I baked for our house, my mother and father-in-law's house, and a couple of friends of ours, that I would start in October, literally like the second day of October. I would start. and I would be baking all the way from October clear up to the 24th of December. I have enough baked goods for everybody. Now that Dad has found his wings, we'll say, I don't bake quite that much anymore. Um, I've cut down my baking some and decided to let some things kind of just take it easy for the holidays. I mean, we do still bake, and there's still plenty to go around. But I've learned to kind of take it easy. And I have a nephew who lives in Pittsburgh that went to the Culinary Institute, and he has some really cute ideas of things to make, and he's quite entertaining, as far as things go. Um, so who knows? Maybe he'll be the next family baker and not me. I can hope, right? Don't know if that's the way it'll really work, but all I'm doing here is adding some glossy accents to their patches on their little clothes so that when it dries, they'll be just a little bit more like glossy. And I put a gem inside each of the flowers simply because I thought it was kind of cute. And we'll go back and get the patch on the pumpkin. So there we go. I love this stuff. I'm going to need to take stock in this company. We did. When my father-in-law was with us, just my husband's side alone is myself, my husband. We have 2 kids. Then there was my son's friend that stayed with us for a while. So they always went to dinners and stuff with us. And then there was my mother-in-law, father-in-law, my 2 nephews that lived with them. Then I had a brother-in-law and his wife that lived with him also. So that was 6 people there. So that's 10. And then I had another brother-in-law. So that's 11. And then that doesn't count however many aunts, uncles, cousins would pop in. And that was just my husband's side. If my side was to try to join in, because we live states away from each other, we would have need of renting a hall. Like, I'm not even kidding, because I have 2 sisters. My oldest sister has 3 kids. Her oldest son has 1. Her daughter has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. And my youngest nephew has a son. And then my middle sister has 2 kids. Her oldest has 3 girls. Her son, which is her youngest, has 2 boys and a girl. And then, let me think. I don't think any of the kids have kids. But my oldest nephew on my side of the family, his daughter's married. They don't have children yet or anything other than fur babies. But yeah, so it would be a big to do if we had that many people that gathered. I'm gonna bring this up a bit, and while that dries some. But yeah, if we got his side and my side together, it would be atrocious. It would be atrocious. Just a lot of people. Because my mother's side, which is the only side we know, I mean, we know who my birth father is, but there's no association. But my mom's side, she grew up, she had 6 brothers, 5 sisters, and her, and then her mom and dad. So all in all, there were 14 people. And then, like I said, my oldest sister has 3 kids that all have kids. My middle sister has 2 kids that have kids. Then there's me, I have kids. And that's just my side of the really close knit. And then on my husband's side, his mom and dad have the 3 boys, which all 3 boys have kids either through marriage or by birth. And then, of course, we always had aunts and uncles that popped in, cousins that popped in with them. Sometimes we would just have friends that popped in. I used to joke and say that our house, the door was never shut, because it just feels like that's the way it's been. The door is never shut. And usually you can count on 5 being there, but you better bake for about 10. Because just because you count 5 doesn't mean that's what's showing up. We always end up with extras, always. And then, of course, I have my son's friends that he went to high school with that call me and ask me to bake cookies for them. So I usually ended up doing a lot of baking. A lot of baking. And we usually ended up doing at least a 25-pound turkey and then a ham as well. So it was a big spread, and you didn't usually have too many leftovers. So, although they've gotten slightly smaller nowadays, because most of my extended family on my side has passed away. And as far as my mother's children that are left, it's just me and my middle sister. My oldest sister's already passed, and her husband passed. And then on my husband's side of the family, with his father passing, we don't have too many that come in now. So it's shrunk considerably, but it's not a sad thing. I mean, we still enjoy it. We still do baking, and we still cook and put all the casseroles together and all the desserts. And you just may not have the same desserts 2 days in a row. Because like last year, we hosted Thanksgiving the day before Thanksgiving, which because we ended up doing 2 meals because of the way people's schedules worked with work. And then we hosted Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So yeah, we were pretty busy those days. So, and my crazy thing of a brain thought it wanted to host Christmas breakfast. I said, "Oh no, I don't want that many people here at that hour of the morning." I don't think I could take that. I think my brain would just go, "No, thanks." Well, I got lucky. My other half doesn't bake, but he does cook. So he cooks, I bake, and my daughter does both. And my son can do both. So I got very lucky in that aspect, even though my son doesn't live at home anymore. So we do pretty good. We put out a pretty good spread, and everybody enjoys it, and we sit and talk and just see what everybody's been up to. Of course, our family at this point on my husband's side is so spread apart that the only time you really can probably get everybody together is a big holiday, just due to work schedules and life. And with my family, it's very few and far between, simply because we live, like I said, states away from each other. It's not even just, a town or two, it's a state. So that's a heck of a travel, and especially with little kids. So, but we do enjoy it, and we get in there. Hello, Marianne. How are you, dear? It is so nice to see you. But we try. We try to get together and do what we can as far as like keeping in touch. A lot of my family side has Facebook and things, so we can get in touch. And then there's some of us that have Discord. We're doing okay. Just a lot of changes. A lot of changes have been going on in the last few months, and we also are having some remodeling on the house done. Well, remodeling. Yeah, I guess it's remodeling. Um, so yeah. Now, see, my birth father's side, we didn't really know. We knew him, and we knew about his mom, and that was the extent of it. They never really associated with my mom's side of the family. Now, my stepdad, who I call dad, his side of the family was fairly big, but unfortunately, by the time we came around, they were already gone, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, we just, like I said, if we, even with the mess of folks that we have left, if we would try to get everybody together on both sides, mine and my husband's, we would need, I don't know, some big hall. some big hall somewhere, because there would be just too many of us. So, but yeah, that's kind of how that goes with holidays. And I'm actually excited. It sounds weird. I'm really excited for the holidays this year. I have been crafting holiday stuff behind the scenes, and I just got to show you guys. But you can't say nothing. I'm swearing you to secrecy. It's not totally done, but this is one of the things I'm working on, and I'm making 3 of them. I'm calling it a mini recipe book, and I'm using the binder rings to be the closure and holder. So I'm using it. Obviously, we're doing Christmas, and it has family recipes on the inside, and then it also has decorations on the inside. But this is all handmade. Nothing, the ephemera is not, obviously, but like all the recipes are recipes from the family that we use during the holidays and stuff. And we're putting, a lot of work into these books. Like I said, I'm making 3 of them, me and my mother-in-law. And we're going to give them to some of the folks in the family for Christmas. Now, there's more work to be done. This has just got the recipes in it and little decorations. This doesn't have all the glitz and the glam. But I want to let it dry between stages so that it doesn't end up looking horrific. But I've got those going. I've made paper bag mini albums. I've made Christmas ornaments. I've got jewelry stuff here to make. If I get it done, it'll probably be a miracle. I'm just saying. Too many ideas going like this up here. There really are. There's too many up there. So, like I said, if I get them all done, it'll be a miracle. But let me show you all these cards, and then I'm going to pop for the night. And I hope you'll come back and check out videos, because I do try to put a video a day up at least. Sundays I don't. Sundays is my one day that I take away and go do other things. But here's what we made tonight. Hopefully the glossy accents won't go wacky on me. We made some ink swiped cards, and then the little guys here, the little scarecrows, were stamped images that were colored in, and then the paper flowers were made, and then we put a gem in them. And the background of the card is embossed different. This one has like a little diamond pattern out of dots. And then the second card has a leaf pattern behind it. And it's a different scarecrow and different flower. I just felt kind of fall vibey, so that's where I went tonight. I don't know. I'm really vibing fall. I don't know. It's just, it's me, I guarantee it. But anyway, that's what I'm vibing. So I guess I'm ready for fall in some aspect. But anyway, ladies, I thank you for being here with me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the little projects. They were very simple and easy, but, still yet they're cute enough you could send them out for a fall card to say welcome fall to someone, or, maybe wish somebody good luck in a venture they're trying. And as always, my friends, please, please, please remember, you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are loved. If someone tells you different, it is false, and do not buy into it. Please pay it forward when you can. You don't know when you might need it back. Be kind. 1, it's a nice thing to do. And 2, with everybody going through something nowadays, a kind word could make somebody's day so much better. Stay safe. This world's crazy. Let's not add to it and make it worse. Hug your loved ones. It's good for them. It's good for you. And it is medically proven. Until next time, I want to thank you so much for spending some of your time with me. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed our cards, and I hope to see you all again soon. Mwah. Bye-bye.